Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to 90 Day Fiancé latest news. Lying still in a sterile hospital room is David Toborowsky. The gloomy lighting and constant monitor beeps heighten the gloomy mood. He breathes shallowly and has a pallid face. He is connected to machinery that are constantly laboring to keep him alive by wires and tubes. His wife, Annie Sowin, sits next to him. Her eyes are red from tears, but she still has a fierce will. Annie's whole attention is on David, even though her pregnancy should be a time of celebration. She firmly holds his hand, as though her hold were enough to keep him rooted in reality. Annie looks at his face, looking for signs of progress. The sound of footsteps breaks the stillness in the room. With clipboard in hand, Dr. Marshall, a composed and sympathetic doctor, walks in. Annie gets up to greet him right away, her voice steady yet shaking. With a deeper-than-normal accent, she begs the doctor, "Doctor, what is going on with my husband?" Although Dr. Marshall appears calm, the creases around his eyes convey how serious the issue is. Although David's status is critical, he is now stable. We're keeping a careful eye on him, and the next 48 hours will be really important. He needs to rest and be surrounded by positive energy, even though I know it's difficult. Continue conversing with him. It might have an impact. Annie swallows hard, threatening to cry as she nods. She sits next to David once more and turns back to him. Her voice cracks as she says, "David, do you hear that? You must not give up. You can't abandon the infant and me. You are necessary to us." In the hospital, time passes slowly. As the day turns to night, Annie stays at David's side and won't go. She hardly notices that her phone is always buzzing with messages from admirers, family, and friends. She eventually picks it up and scans through it, discovering a flood of prayers and love from their supporters. As she presses record to speak to their fans, her hand shakes. Her voice falters as she says, "Hello, everybody. It's Annie here. I want to express my gratitude for all of your comments and prayers, as I know that many of you adore David. Even though he is fighting valiantly, we are more in need of your help than ever. Please continue to pray for us." She abruptly cuts the film short since she can no longer contain her feelings. Annie's mind is constantly racing with worries, and she hardly sleeps throughout the long evenings. She fantasizes of their shared meals, excursions, and laughing during her infrequent periods of sleep. She most vividly imagines David's face beaming with happiness as he holds his child for the first time. She gets the fortitude to face the next day from each dream. After yet another restless night, Annie is awakened one morning by a slight movement. When she glances up, she sees David twitching his fingers in hers and stirring a little. His eyelids flutter open, feeble yet alert, and her heart soars. "David!" she yells, bending in closer. He gives her a small smile while tears fall down her cheeks. "You really frighten me. Don't do that ever again." It's hardly more than a whisper. "I apologize, Annie. I didn't mean to cause you any anxiety. You've shown such strength." "You don't have to apologize," she says firmly. "You really must recover. Our infant is anticipating your arrival." "You don't have to apologize," she says firmly. "You really must recover. Our infant is anticipating your arrival." In the days that follow, things gradually become better. Fans from all around the world start sending cards and flowers in large quantities. Annie's voice is full of appreciation as she reads them to David. She reads from one of the cards, "Dear David and Annie, we are all inspired by your love. We're hoping for a quick recovery for you. Remain resilient." David gives a small smile. "Our fans are incredible." Annie squeezes his hand and responds, "They love us because they see how much we love each other." Encouraged by Annie's support and the prospect of their future together, David puts in a lot of effort to get better in the weeks that follow. From helping him sit up in bed to showing him the first pictures of their child from the sonogram, Annie is there for him through every stage. Every accomplishment, no matter how minor, feels like a triumph. Their voyage is shown in a montage. Annie holds David's hand as he takes his first steps after his sickness while assisting him with physical therapy. More fan letters are being pinned to the wall by a nurse. David looks at the ultrasound picture with tears in his eyes as Annie holds it out to him. At last, David's color returns, his voice becomes more steady, and he gains the strength to sit up by himself. Annie is standing next to him, beaming with pride and relief. David states in an emotionally charged voice, "I couldn't have done this without you." With gleaming eyes, Annie responds, "We're a team, and we will soon be joined by another young teammate." The ultrasound on the bedside table is shown after the camera moves to their clasped hands. The picture endures as a testament to resiliency, hope, and the ability of love to triumph over even the most trying circumstances. This gossip is over. If you liked the video, then give your opinion in the comment box and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.